Rukis. It's my fan name anyway. It's my alias. I started doing furry about 1.5 years ago.
What inspired you for Cruelty?
Oh, okay.
Back to that.
All right.
For my camera copped down on me.
Well, a little while ago, I wanted to do a story piece. I like doing story pieces. And I ended up choosing a scene with a young, obviously gay male who'd gotten beaten on in high school, running to a more jockey character for help. I was actually a jock in high school. I don't think they deserve the reputation that they get sometimes. They're pretty normal people. So I thought it would be interesting. But anyway, I released the piece and it did pretty well, and I sold a lot of prints of it. And a lot of times people came up to me at conventions and asked me, what is the story behind this piece?
Right.
And that went on for like 6 months, and people just kept asking me and kept asking me. And I finally decided that I was going to do a comic, but I wasn't very good at comicking. So I wanted to do like a practice comic.
Right.
And became Cruelty. And the story kind of developed as it went.
Yeah.
I came up with like all the plot while I was on dog walks. So that's pretty much it.
It seemed like you were getting a lot of flack too from all angles.
Yes. I don't like talking about it too much, but yeah, a lot of people got very upset when they found out that I wasn't going to be offering the adult pages online. But, you know, it's a job, and you wouldn't go into work at Mickey D's for free.
Right.
You know, so...
You can't be like, you can't go to your mechanic like, oh, well, you know, replace the parts and it'll be showing off your work.
Yeah, no. No, I'm sorry. It doesn't matter because people are going to pirate it and post it online anyway.
Right.
I'm aware of that. I just wanted to make my feelings known because I'm loud and I get angry very easily, so, I like to vent.
Some jerk's going to spend his hours scanning every single page in.
Yes.
But, you know.
You know what, Emma Ram, we're very confrontational people.
Yeah.
I know that I should avoid confrontation, but trying to tone it back a little bit for the future.
Were there any plans for a sequel?
A lot of people have been asking and threatening. I've since done one piece that was of like priest detoxing, and I do have plans to do a few like snippet comics, which are just short excerpts from the life. The thing is, like, the story was very inclusive. It had everything that was important.
Right. No need to continue
characters.
it.
And I feel that if I continued it, it would just be like.
Okay, we've seen it now.
It would be like a sequel to a movie that didn't need a sequel. You
exactly.
know?
Yeah.
I may do, like I said, I may do short comics, and I'll probably do a bunch more art of the characters because I really like the characters. I don't think a story should have a complete ending. I think something should be open. Something should be left to interpretation.
And for a practice comic, you know, you've done a lot better than most people ever do with a dozen comics.
I put a lot of work into it.
Exactly.
So
it shows.
It was surprising how much people liked it. I figured, you know, that people would read it, but I never expected anything like this. It's a little crazy.
So yeah, the boom in sales has kind of been a pleasant surprise.
Yes, it has.
Yeah.
And it's definitely inspired me to do another comic. So.
I'm just amazed at the speed at which you did it.
Yeah, I'm a very boring person. I basically do like 2 things all day. I draw and I play out in the barn and like clean the barn, and there's only so much you can clean. Right. You know, and only so many chickens you can feed before there's nothing else to do. So
a lot of the updates on the pages were pretty much finished that day, pretty much.
Yeah.
Within that week. Wow.
Page takes me anywhere between 10 to 12 hours. But it's 10 to 12 hours working at home.
Exactly.
With the TV on in the background, you know. My dog sitting next to me.
Yeah,
it's the greatest job ever. Seriously. I worked about 3 days straight finishing the last couple of pages, and it was really, really hard, and I was really, really tired, but there wasn't a moment that I was like upset about it.
Right.
You know?
Well, I think that wraps things up.
All right, sweet.
Give a final word?
Yeah, final word?
Yeah. Shout out.
I guess if you're an artist, do a comic. It's probably the best thing you could ever do. Enjoyment-wise, you get attached to the characters. Financially, it worked out pretty well for me. It's great. I'm not a fantastic writer. I wrote a story with themes that have existed in many other stories, and it's essentially just all stuff that I like. It's not like incredibly original or incredibly new or groundbreaking, but it doesn't matter if you enjoy reading it.
But as they say, it's kind of a reflection of experience.
Yeah. A lot of it was based on personal experience.
All right. Pleasure talking to you. My name's Crafty Andy. Someone's excited.
Now the question is, Will she skip immediately to the right page? I've seen it several times now. People are like, yeah, plot.